Hey everyone, welcome to Sleepy Crossroads, the place for quiet stories, dark roads, soft nights, and peaceful drifting. So get comfortable, settle in, and let tonight's journey carry you off to sleep. Tonight we're delving into the heart of two haunting stories, each marked by mystery and an enduring quest for answers. These are stories that unravel under the veil of darkness, stories that resonate with the quiet whispers of unresolved truths. Our first journey takes us to the serene, yet enigmatic waters of Wisconsin, where a father of three, Ryan Borgwart, embarked on what should have been a simple kayaking trip. But what unfolded was anything but simple. Ryan's disappearance and the subsequent search gripped the local community and beyond, raising questions and drawing in those who longed for resolution. Ryan Borgwart was a man deeply embedded in the rhythms of everyday life. He was known in his community as a devoted father and a loving husband. His life, as described by those who knew him, was filled with the kind of ordinary joys and challenges that make up the fabric of most families. On the day he vanished, Ryan left home prepared for a day of tranquility on the water, seeking solace in the gentle embrace of nature. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ryan failed to return, setting off waves of worry that quickly escalated. For more than 50 days, sheriff's teams scoured the lake where Ryan had disappeared. The search was exhaustive, involving divers and sonar equipment, as well as teams combing the shoreline for any sign of him. The community rallied, with volunteers joining the search, driven by a shared hope and fear. Each passing day without answers only deepened the mystery. According to reports, initial theories suggested Ryan may have encountered trouble in the water, a strong current, a sudden storm. But as the days went by, the lack of evidence pointed to something more perplexing. Throughout this period, Ryan's family lived in a state of suspended animation. His wife, caught between despair and determination, became a familiar face at the search site. Friends described her as unwavering in her belief that Ryan would return. The children, too young to fully grasp the situation, were shielded as best as possible, yet their father's absence was a palpable void. The turning point in this story came when Ryan was unexpectedly found. It was a moment that should have brought joy and relief, yet it was overshadowed by the strange circumstances surrounding his discovery. According to investigators, Ryan was located miles away from where he was last seen, disoriented but alive. The details of how he survived and ended up so far afield remain shrouded in ambiguity. Ryan himself, when pressed, could offer little clarity, his memories of the time missing fragmented and elusive. This twist ignited a flurry of speculation. Online forums buzzed with theories ranging from the plausible to the fantastical. Some suggested a mental break, others whispered of abduction or foul play. The truth of Ryan's ordeal remains locked in the recesses of his mind, a puzzle without all its pieces. For the community, Ryan's return was both a miracle and a reminder of life's unfathomable mysteries. The emotional weight of Ryan's story lingers. It serves as a testament to human resilience and the enduring hope that binds families and communities together. While answers remain elusive, the resolution lies in the return of a father to his family, a closure of sorts, even if not all questions are answered. Now let's shift our attention to another tale of mystery, one that, unlike Ryan's, has not found its resolution. This is the story of Patrick Servino, a life cut tragically short in the sweltering heat of Tempe, Arizona. On July 2, 2003, Patrick was murdered in his own home, a place that should have been his sanctuary. This case remains cold, yet it continues to burn brightly in the hearts of those who seek justice. Patrick Servino was a man of many talents and passions. He was known for his vibrant personality and his deep love for music. Those who knew him speak of his infectious laughter and his generous spirit. Patrick's life was a tapestry of friendships, creativity, and dreams, abruptly torn apart on that fateful summer day. The sequence of events leading up to Patrick's death is murky. Investigators piece together a timeline from scant evidence and witness accounts, but gaps remain. According to police reports, Patrick was last seen alive by a neighbor just hours before his body was discovered. The scene at his home told a story of violence, yet the motive and perpetrator remained elusive. There were no signs of forced entry, suggesting that Patrick may have known his killer. The investigation into Patrick's murder was fraught with challenges. Early leads quickly dried up, and potential witnesses were few and far between. Despite their best efforts, the police struggled to find a breakthrough. This was a crime that seemed to defy logic, leaving detectives with more questions than answers. The case file grew thicker with time, filled with theories and dead ends. Community theories abound, each adding layers to the narrative. Some speculate that Patrick's murder was a crime of passion, possibly linked to a personal grievance. Others believe it was a burglary gone wrong, a theory seemingly contradicted by the lack of stolen items. The internet, as it often does, provided a platform for armchair detectives, each offering their analysis, none closer to the truth. For Patrick's family and friends, the years that followed were filled with a profound sense of loss and frustration. The absence of justice weighed heavily, a constant reminder of the violence that shattered their world. They continue to hold on to hope that one day the truth will emerge, bringing with it a measure of peace. The cold case status of Patrick's murder is emblematic of many such cases across the country, puzzles left unsolved, stories without endings. These cases linger in the public consciousness, haunting those who remember, driving a relentless quest for answers. Justice for Patrick would mean closure for those he left behind, a chance to remember him not for his tragic end, but for the life he lived. As we reflect on these two stories, we're reminded of the complexity of human life and the enduring mysteries that sometimes envelop it. Ryan Borgwart's improbable survival speaks to the resilience of the human spirit, while Patrick Servino's unresolved murder underscores the fragility of life and the sometimes elusive nature of justice. Both stories leave us with questions about fate, about the unknown, about the forces that shape our lives. What happened to Ryan during those missing days? Who took Patrick's life and why? These are questions that may never be fully answered, yet they prompt us to consider the broader context of such mysteries. In the end, perhaps the true resolution lies not in the answers we find, but in the connections we forge and the hope we hold on to. This has been Sleepy Crossroads. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe.